So ovulation is the most important period of a woman's menstrual cycle because that is the period when the woman has the maximum chances of conception. For some individuals, they struggle with infertility because they fail to understand the signs of ovulation. They tend to miss the fertile window, and because of that, they are unable to conceive. So, in today's video, I'll be walking you through everything you need to understand about ovulation and the fertile window. So, if this is something you would like to know more about, definitely watch the video till the end. Hey everyone, this is Dr. Zainab Tajir. I am a homeopathy consultant and psychological counselor from Pune. I create videos around physical health, emotional wellness, hormonal balance, and homeopathy. And if you fancy this kind of content, you should definitely consider subscribing to my channel. A fertile window is basically the period when a woman ovulates and 5 days before that. So this is the period or the window when the woman has the maximum chances that she can conceive. What exactly is ovulation? So ovulation is basically the time when the egg is released from the ovary, it moves up into the fallopian tube, and there it is ready to be fertilized. So if during that period there is a sperm that's ready there in the fallopian tube, the egg will be fertilized and it will result into formation of an embryo, and ultimately you will conceive. If you tend to miss this fertile window, you do not have any chances of conceiving in the other periods of the menstrual cycle. Now, the egg is only viable for 12 to 24 hours after it is released from the ovary while it is into the fallopian tube. Once it moves out into the uterine cavity, there is usually no chances of conception, and this egg is thrown out of the body during the menstrual cycle. Now, I know what you might be wondering. How does one even know that you are ovulating? So your body gives you different signs that kind of tell you that this is the period that you are ovulating. I'll be talking about 6 signs that your body usually gives you, which indicates ovulation. The first is changes in your cervical mucus. So when you are ovulating, there is usually an increased amount of estrogen in your body, and what really happens is your cervical mucus changes. It becomes extremely sticky and transparent. It's almost like an egg white. So this actually helps your sperm travel easily into your uterine cavity and your fallopian tube and increases your chances of conception. So cervical mucus is one of the most common signs that women have, which is indicative of ovulation. The second sign can be a slight abdominal pain. So some women experience maybe a sharp pain or a dull pain on one side of the abdomen whichever ovary is ovulating during this period. This pain can vary from a few minutes to a few hours, and it varies from person to person. Also, some women experience nausea, headache, and many other symptoms along with it. So if you are someone who experiences it, you should definitely check out for that. The third sign is maybe breast tenderness. So because the rush of hormones that are happening before ovulation and during ovulation, some women experience tenderness in their breasts, which is also a sign that your body is ovulating. The fourth sign is some women experience slight spotting or bleeding during this period. Although this is not very common, but it is absolutely normal. So basically, there is an oocyte which covers the egg while it is maturing, and when this oocyte breaks open, when it ruptures, it results into a slight bleeding. So women can experience a slight reddish or brownish bleeding during this period, which is also a sign of ovulation. The fifth sign is changes in your libido. So during the ovulation period, there is usually a heightened sexual drive in women, which is again Mother Nature's way of telling you that this is the best time for you to conceive. And thus, this is also a sign that you can look out for. And lastly, there are changes in your basal body temperature. So during the ovulation period, there is heat that's generated in your body, and usually your basal body temperature increases by about 1 degree. So checking your basal body temperature can also be a good sign to know if you are ovulating or not. And usually over time, when you've been doing this for months, you might get a hang of the increase that happens in your basal body temperature. So now that I have walked you through these 6 signs, let me tell you something. So ovulation basically happens 14 days prior to your menstrual date. So let's say you have a menstrual period of maybe 28 days. So your ovulation might happen on the 14th day. Let's say you have a period cycle of maybe 21 days. So your ovulation will happen on the 7th day. You have a period cycle of maybe 30 days. Your ovulation might happen on the 16th day. So again, knowing the length of your cycle accordingly, it will also help you calculate your own ovulation period. Not only that, but there are so many apps that are available in the market that will help you track the most fertile window and will over the period tell you that this is the time that you are ovulating, which is definitely something that you can utilize when you are trying to conceive. Now, for some individuals who do not experience any of these signs of ovulation but want to understand the period when they are ovulating, we also have ovulation kits in the market. So, what these ovulation kits do, it's just like another pregnancy test. It helps you track the LH surge, which usually happens before you are ovulating. So, a day or two before ovulation, which is again the best period for you to conceive. So, the sperm is usually viable inside a woman's body for up to 5 days. So, having intercourse on the day of ovulation or 5 days beforehand increases your chances of conceiving. There are various reasons why a woman might even not ovulate. So many women experience an ovulatory cycle, which can be because of stress, hormonal changes, certain medications that you are taking. Even oral contraceptive pills reduces your chances of ovulation, or in fact diminishes your chances of ovulation. So if you have been under constant stress, have hormonal issues like PCOS, or you have been on OC pills, you might not ovulate. So that is also something that you have to keep in mind. So I genuinely hope this video has been helpful to you. If you have any more questions or doubts about this, you can leave them in the comment section below and I will try to answer as many as you can. I hope you found this video informative. If so, definitely share it with your friends who might find this helpful, and also consider subscribing to my channel. And thank you so much for sticking by till the end. I will see you again next week.